Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and this movie is directed by Steven Spielberg, and I believe Stanley Kubrick was involved with this movie, but sadly he passed away before he could officially get more involved with it, because I believe it was originally his idea for a movie. He kept pushing it back and decided not to make it because he believed that technology just wasn't there yet, and then the movie that inspired him to actually make the movie was Jurassic Park. And he kind of collaborated with Spielberg or something. And I believe that's the story. And sadly, he wasn't able to finish it for reasons I just said. What we have is a film that is both kind of a Steven Spielberg movie that's also like has some hints of what a Stanley Kubrick movie could have been. And there are people who do enjoy this movie. There are those who don't. I enjoyed the movie overall. I enjoy it more as a Steven Spielberg movie more than a Stanley Kubrick movie because that's what it feels like to me more than anything else throughout just the writing and the characters and the overall tone of the film and the directing as well, obviously. This movie does get plenty of things right. I think the acting's really good. Haley Joel Osment works really great in this movie, and Jude Law is my favorite part of the movie. And when his character shows up, he brings like a lot of energy to the movie, and he might be my favorite character in the whole film just because of how entertained I was while watching his performance. And the directions they kind of explore his character, I did find to be really fun. And I like the concept of the movie. It goes in quite a few different directions, and I liked that the movie wanted to explore artificial intelligence, and it also wanted to comment as to how indistinguishable can artificial intelligence be from a human being. And that's a lot of what this movie is trying to explore, especially in the first act. You get quite a bit of that in the first act, and in the second act it kind of turns into a different movie, and it's just an adventure film where our main character is on the run and trying not to get caught, and that stuff I also liked, and Jude Law is introduced in the second act. And I also enjoyed the detail of how human beings treat AI. They treat them as if they don't want to be around them. I know that was kind of explored in Blade Runner, but I think that it was a good detail to add in this film. And the music in this movie was good, and it was well shot overall, although the only thing that bothered me about this movie visually was whenever we got outside lighting coming from the windows, it just looked very glowy and distracting. And whenever the movie was taking place at night or taking place outside in the daytime, like whenever we weren't getting light from the windows, it was fine. But when we do get that, which isn't in every scene, luckily, it just looks distracting to me, and I just can't get over it. And I kind of want to talk about the tone of this movie for a little bit. I do like it that it feels like a Steven Spielberg movie, like an adventure, and I like where it goes. And I never had any ideas to where the story was going. I'll give it that much. But there are parts of this movie that I feel are a bit too goofy and cheesy for my liking. Especially in the third act, I feel as though that's where the film kind of falls apart. And it just becomes a little stupid. But I don't think it completely ruins the entire experience. Mostly what I'm going to remember this movie for is the first two acts. And the last 30 minutes, I feel as though brought it down and could have ended a bit sooner. And there were also some designs in this movie that I thought were kind of goofy in a way that it was distracting. Like the guys on the motorcycles, and they all had like lights on their like jackets or whatever, or armor, wherever that was supposed to be. That was distracting to me. I didn't enjoy that. And there were some plot holes in it that kind of stood out to me as like, is that something you can really get away with? Why are you doing that? And is that even possible? Like something that you could do? Those are my only issues with the movie. And it was solid. I liked it. It's probably my favorite Steven Spielberg movie from like after Jurassic Park or from after 1993, like Jurassic Park, Schindler's List. For me, those are his best movies, and they both came out the same year. And this might be my favorite out of anything that came out after 93. Yes, I'm putting it above Saving Private Ryan. I'm sorry, I just don't like that movie very much. And I would like to revisit this movie again. It stood out enough as its own thing, and I got a unique experience out of it at the very least. And it is a bit reminiscent to other films that I've seen that came out after this movie, like Ex Machina, or to some extent Her, or Blade Runner 2049, to a very specific, certain extent. But overall, I do feel as though this movie offers its own unique experience, and I enjoyed the ride. So check this movie out for sure, and with all that being said, I'm going to give AI Artificial Intelligence a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of AI Artificial Intelligence, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Love Story. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.